Hey everybody, it's that time again, making my video for the week. I hope everybody is doing well. I've been coming on here every week trying to make videos to encourage, cause you to think, maybe inspire you to, do something different. So hopefully this video will be the same. I'm gonna try to keep it short because it is a little bit later. But yeah, a couple of things I wanted to touch on. One thing, I would encourage everybody. Everybody is aware of what's going on. I personally, like I've said before, I'm not going to speak on it. I'm not going to call it by its name. You already know what's going on. But I would encourage you, in the midst of all of this, to take care of your body. Now, obviously, everybody's saying that, but people are saying it from different perspectives and different points of views. Of course, you should be washing your hands. Of course, you shouldn't be coughing and sneezing all over everybody. We know that, okay? However, unfortunately, I feel like people do not spend enough time pushing, encouraging, putting out there to take care of your physical body in other ways. Drinking a lot of water, more water maybe than you have been. Eating live foods, eating greens, taking different types of supplements. I'm not with anybody or nothing like that, as you can see from my numbers, a very small page. So I'm not associated with no affiliates or any products or anything like that. I'm not at that level. But Chlorella, things with spirulina in it, oil of oregano, colloidal silver, vitamin C, preferably a higher milligram, like 1,000, things like that. There's things you could be doing because your body is a wonderful thing. It is set up, if given the proper, tools to function at its highest level. We got to do our part to make it function at its highest level. So you got to give your body what it needs. So I would encourage everybody so much, not just because of everything that's going on, but just when your body is doing what it's supposed to be doing, then you'll be functioning better. And we all need to function at our highest level right now for a lot of different reasons, just mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, we need all that. So I would encourage you to do that and do your due diligence on that area as well. It's just as important as washing your hands and covering your mouth. Just saying. Also, I would encourage everyone to continue to just function from a place of facts and not fear. Let me just say that. I'm not going to go into a whole bunch of that. Not trying to ruffle nobody's feathers, but just keep yourself solid with where you are. As Cat Williams back in the day said, stay in tune with your star player. You are your star player. Stay in tune with your star player. Don't let anybody else, no outside forces, no negative energy, no none of that throw you off your square. Stay in tune with your star player. Okay? Like, it's so easy, probably easier than ever than I can personally recall at this time, the way stuff is and how people are and how many things are coming at you. It's so easy to just stop being who you are and just be susceptible to all the craziness. It's hard not to be. I understand. We're all kind of going through our own personal things as well as collectively. But stay in tune with your star player and stay steady. Okay? Much easier said than done. I know this for a fact, but still, it's more important now more than ever, in my most humble opinion, to be, on your P's and Q's with who you are, what you're doing, how you're presenting yourself, and how you're moving around. Even if you're not moving around as much, this is still moving around. This is still moving around. make sure them two things are lined up and they're moving around properly. Okay? Okay, another thing. With those two things, while you're working, keeping your body up to par and staying in tune with your star player and making sure your mind and your heart is moving in sync with each other, even more so, like, there's just so much that I've seen in the past several weeks. Seeing how people are just choosing to show up in the world and present themselves, and a lot of it has not been pretty. And I'm sure anybody watching this, you could attest to the same thing on so many different levels. Please, while you're staying in tune and keeping this in sync, like, don't let yourself just really go to a place, even if other people are doing certain things and moving a certain way, saying certain things, just being reckless. If that's not you, please don't be that person. Just don't. Just don't. You know, like, it's times of, like, pressure and trouble and, you know, uncertainty that, like, defines you, like, way beyond that situation. Don't let this moment define you as something that you're not. Like, you know, it's people out here, you see how they're gouging people with stuff that is essential needs for people and trying to take advantage of people, and scams is popping up and all that kind of stuff. People just talking to each other reckless and just being, you know, really cold and indifferent. Like, yo, it doesn't need to be that way. Especially since, unfortunately, it's like, yo, a lot of people, most people, have more time on their hands now than they've ever had in a long time. And people still finding the time to not be great to one another. That's sad, yo. And I know as a whole, that's probably going to be the case and you can't really do nothing about it. But as for myself, I try to remind myself of things and try to stay in tune with things. And since this is my channel, I'm going to try to pass that on to whoever would watch this. So just don't be somebody else that you're not. Don't let yourself fall into a certain category because it's easy or convenient to maybe get away with certain things. Don't be that person. Stay in tune with your star player. Make sure your mind and your heart is in tune with each other. Keep your body strong. And, you know, just keep pushing. Check on people. Make sure people are okay. Look out for one another. These are things we should be doing anyway. But even more so now, more than ever, this can be a defining moment of who you are as a person, us as people, a community, all that. Just think about it. How are you showing up? How are you presenting yourself? Things might be on pause, but things are still moving. How are you moving? Just something to think about. I hope everyone's doing well. Have a good evening. Have a good rest of your week. Until next time.